Are you gonna go to school? What are you gonna go to school for? What are you gonna do when you're done with school? Are you gonna get married? Are you gonna stay with him? When are you gonna take that job? Do you think you're gonna have babies? When are you gonna have babies? Are you gonna keep working after you have babies? Amanda Bentow here, and in this video, I'm gonna help you lay out a decision-making process so that you can answer life's biggest questions with confidence and clarity. So stay tuned. Life throws us a lot of big questions, and sometimes they are really hard. You make a decision too soon and you risk making a really bad choice, but sit on it for too long and you might miss your opportunity. I wish I could tell you that it's as simple as simply draw a line down the center of your paper and write pro on one side and con on the other. But we all live in the real world, and we know that life is so much more complicated than that. So let me give you 3 factors that will help you in your decision-making process. Number 1, get other people up in your business. Look, if you were running a major corporation, you would have lots of people involved in the major decisions. So the same needs to happen in your personal life. So only choose people you trust, the people who are going to give you your honest opinion. They'll tell you that your butt really does look big in those jeans. Talk to those people, but just hold their opinions in your hand. Don't make it a part of who you are. Just hold it loosely in your hand so you can look at it. You can walk around all sides of their opinion and decide whether or not you want to take their advice. Number 2, give yourself time and space to daydream. I know that sounds crazy and it's so hard to do when we're in stress zone, but it's so important because all of those decisions that we make all day long, even the little tiny ones, they deplete our store of glucose in our brains. And you know how you rebuild your glucose? By daydreaming. Well, and also by eating sugar, but don't make that your standard diet. That's not going to help. So if you want to harness the power of your brain and help it work better for you, then give yourself space in your day of quiet time to daydream and think and let your brain just do its thing. And number 3 is to isolate the unknowns. What in the world does that mean? When we're deciding between a couple of options, our brain uses a couple different modes. One is evaluation. We know the facts. If I take job A, I make this much money. If I take job B, I make this much money. Those are great things that fit into a pro and con list, but our brain also uses another side, which is our imagination. When we don't know the answer, when we don't know what something's going to look like, our brain has to fill in the story. It has to fill in the blanks, and that's where it uses imagination. Now, your brain is happy to fill in the blanks and make up its own story. Think about a vacation that you've planned. You could choose 2 different destinations. This one, you don't know what it looks like because you've never been there, and this one, you don't know what it looks like because you've never been there. But using what you do know about those 2 options, your brain fills in the blanks, and it's even rewarded with a little dopamine rush to make you feel so happy when you fill in the blanks. Now, the same is true about those big life decisions. Your brain will tell you a story about what it's going to be like to take that job, or what it will be like to live in that state, or to be a stay-at-home mom. But the reality is that you don't yet know. So isolate those unknowns, and then you can use other information, do your research, talk to other people, and find out as much information as you can about what it will be like. Then you're making your decision based on the factors that you do know, and you're aware of the unknowns. Look, we don't always know everything about the most important, biggest decisions of our lives. And that's why we have to make the best decision possible with the best information that we have available at that time. And when you've done those 3 things, you've brought other people in on the conversation, you've allowed your brain to maximize its power, and you've isolated your unknowns and made the best decision possible with the information that you have available, then you, my friend, can be confident that you are making the best decision possible for where you are right now. You won't regret your decisions because you've moved forward in a really thoughtful way. Look, my job is to help you live your most amazing life, and I can only do that when you take care of you. That's why I put together a free 5-day jumpstart. You'll log into your own membership account for video coaching every day. Plus, I'll tell you exactly what to eat for 5 days so that we get more pep in your step and get that scale up for sale. It's pretty clever. So go to free5day.com right now. That's a decision you won't regret. No bra showing. No lipstick showing. You'll log in your own membership account for video. Now go make those decisions.